Most people never change their lives, not because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunity, but because they keep waiting. Waiting for motivation, waiting for confidence, waiting for the perfect moment that somehow never comes. So let me ask you something, and answer honestly. If your life stayed exactly the way it is right now for the next 5 years, would you be proud of where you end up? Because if that thought makes you uncomfortable, good. That discomfort matters. It means somewhere deep down, you know you're capable of more. You know you weren't built to spend your life settling for less than what you want. Here's the truth nobody says enough. Your future will not improve on its own. Things do not magically get better because you hope they will. They get better when you make a decision, when you stop waiting and start becoming the person your goals require. Too many people spend their lives hiding behind excuses. They say they're too young, too old, too broke, too busy, too unlucky. But excuses don't protect your dreams, they destroy them. Every excuse is just another way of avoiding responsibility for the life you're living. And responsibility is uncomfortable. It's easier to blame your circumstances, easier to blame your past, easier to blame other people. But the moment you take full ownership of your life is the moment your life actually begins to change. Think about the people you admire most. Do you believe their path was easy? Do you think successful people were simply handed everything they have? Of course not. Oprah Winfrey grew up in poverty, faced rejection, trauma, and countless obstacles before becoming one of the most influential women in the world. Her success didn't come from luck. It came from refusing to let her circumstances define her future. And that raises an important question. What's your excuse? Because the gap between where you are and where you want to be is not some mysterious force. It's built by your daily choices, your habits, your discipline, your standards. Close your eyes for a second and picture the life you say you want. Imagine waking up in a home you're proud of. Imagine financial freedom. Imagine being able to help your family without checking your bank account first. Imagine your parents looking at you with pride because they know their sacrifices meant something. That life may seem distant right now, but it is not impossible. It is simply on the other side of who you must become. And that transformation starts with your habits. Because whether you realize it or not, your habits are shaping your future every single day. The small choices you repeat become the person you become. Every hour spent mindlessly scrolling, procrastinating, complaining, or distracting yourself is not harmless. It is costing you the life you could be building. Time is your most valuable asset. Not money, not status, not talent. Time. Once it's gone, you never get it back. The people who build extraordinary lives understand this. They treat their time like it matters. They invest in themselves. They read, they learn, they practice, they build. While everyone else is entertaining themselves, they're preparing themselves. And if that sounds intense, good, because success is intense. Your dream life will demand more from you than comfort ever will. Think about your parents if they sacrificed for you. Think about the people who believed in you before you believed in yourself. Think about everything that was poured into your life just to give you a chance. Now ask yourself, what are you doing with that chance? Are you honoring it or wasting it? Imagine being able to give back. Imagine telling your family they no longer have to struggle. Imagine giving the people you love the life they deserve because you refuse to stay average. That kind of success is possible, but only if you stop romanticizing success and start respecting what it requires. Because success is not built on motivation, it is built on sacrifice. It's waking up early when you don't feel like it. It's working while others relax. It's saying no to distractions that steal your future. It's choosing discipline over comfort again and again until discipline becomes who you are. Everyone wants the reward. Few want the process, but the process is the price. There's an old story about a young man who asked a mentor what it takes to become successful. The mentor took him into the ocean and pushed his head underwater. The young man fought desperately until he was finally released, gasping for air. The mentor looked at him and said, "When you want success as badly as you wanted that breath, you'll have it." That's the level of hunger required, because halfway commitment creates halfway results. And if you keep treating your goals like something optional, something you'll get to eventually, then eventually will become never. So ask yourself honestly, how badly do you want the life you claim to desire? Because wanting it is not enough. You have to become obsessed with earning it.
And here's something many people overlook on the path to success. Your environment is shaping you whether you realize it or not. Look at the people closest to you. Are they pushing you to grow? Challenging you to improve? Inspiring you to aim higher? Or are they comfortable with mediocrity and expecting you to stay there with them? Because the truth is, the people around you influence your standards more than you think. If you spend your time around negativity, excuses, gossip, and laziness, eventually that mindset becomes your own. But when you surround yourself with driven, disciplined, ambitious people, something changes. You start operating differently. Success is contagious. So is failure. Choose your circle carefully. And if becoming your best self means outgrowing certain people, understand this: not everyone is meant to go where you're going. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for others to believe in them before they believe in themselves. Stop doing that. No one is coming to hand you confidence. No one is coming to validate your potential before you begin. Belief starts with you. The world will question you. People will doubt you. Some will laugh at your goals because your ambition makes them uncomfortable. Let them. Your job is not to convince them. Your job is to prove yourself right. Every person you admire was doubted before they were respected. Before he became a legend, Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine if he had decided in that moment that failure meant he wasn't good enough. But failure didn't stop him. It sharpened him. That's what failure actually is: a lesson, a test, a mirror showing you where you need to improve. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. The people who win in life are not the ones who avoid failure. They are the ones who keep moving after it. So the next time life knocks you down, don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" Because every setback can strengthen you if you let it. But growth doesn't happen only through action. It also happens through reflection. In a world full of noise, distractions, notifications, deadlines, and constant stimulation, many people never slow down long enough to ask themselves one important question: what do I actually want? Not what your family wants for you, not what society expects from you, not what looks impressive online. What do you want? Real clarity comes in silence. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is sit alone with your thoughts and be honest with yourself. Reflect, journal, meditate, pray, walk without your phone. Think deeply about the life you're creating and whether your actions align with the future you claim to want. Because if your daily habits don't match your dreams, then your dreams are just fantasies. And while you're doing that inner work, pay attention to the way you speak to yourself, because your internal dialogue matters more than most people realize. If you constantly tell yourself you're behind, unqualified, not smart enough, not attractive enough, not talented enough, your mind will believe it, your behavior will reflect it, your life will follow it. But if you train yourself to speak differently, everything changes. Your mind is always listening, so stop feeding it weakness. Start telling yourself the truth. You are capable of more than you've shown. You can improve. You can learn. You can adapt. You can build the life you want if you commit to the process. Confidence is not something you're born with. It is built through repetition, through keeping promises to yourself. Every time you do what you said you would do, your self-respect grows. Every workout completed, every distraction resisted, every difficult task finished, every promise kept. That is how confidence is earned, not by wishing, not by waiting, by action. And once your mindset begins to change, your vision changes too. You stop seeing limitations and start seeing possibility. You begin to visualize a different future. You see yourself healthier, stronger, wealthier, more disciplined, more fulfilled. You begin imagining the life you once thought was out of reach, and for the first time, it starts to feel real. That matters, because before you can build a new life externally, you have to believe it internally. Every major achievement begins in the imagination before it becomes reality. But let's be clear, visualization without execution means nothing. You cannot meditate your way into success while avoiding hard work. You cannot dream your way into greatness while staying comfortable. Vision gives direction. Action makes it real. And the most dangerous thing you can do is underestimate yourself. You may not be where you want to be yet. You may have made mistakes. You may have wasted time. You may have doubted yourself for years. None of that disqualifies you. It only becomes permanent if you decide to stop here. Your past does not define your future unless you let it. You can become stronger. You can become wiser. You can become disciplined. You can rebuild. At any moment, your life can begin to change. All it takes is one decision: to stop living beneath your potential.
From this moment forward, stop thinking transformation has to happen overnight. It doesn't. Massive success is rarely the result of one dramatic breakthrough. More often, it's the result of small decisions repeated consistently until they become impossible to ignore. That's how real change happens. One disciplined morning, one extra hour of practice, one workout when you didn't feel like training, one chapter read instead of another hour wasted online. One difficult choice repeated day after day until excellence becomes your standard. People often quit because they expect instant results. They work hard for a week, don't see major progress, and convince themselves it isn't working. But success is delayed. Growth is invisible before it becomes obvious. The work you do today may not show results tomorrow, next week, or even next month. But if you stay consistent long enough, there will come a moment when all the effort compounds, and suddenly everyone calls you lucky. There is no luck in discipline. There is only preparation meeting opportunity. So stop underestimating small progress. A 10-minute workout matters. A few pages a day matter. Saving a little money matters. Practicing one skill consistently matters. Small wins create momentum. Momentum creates belief. Belief creates transformation. And while you build, remember this: you do not need outside validation to pursue greatness. Too many people hesitate because they're afraid of looking foolish in the beginning. They want applause before they've earned results. They want support before they've proven commitment. Forget that. You don't need permission to improve your life. You don't need approval to chase your goals. You do not need everyone to understand your vision. Most people won't understand it until it starts working. So let them doubt. Let them misunderstand. Let them underestimate you. Then let your results speak. While others talk, you work. While others complain, you build. While others make excuses, you execute. Quiet discipline creates loud outcomes. And understand this clearly: if you stay in your comfort zone, your life will not change. Comfort is seductive. It feels safe, familiar, easy. But comfort is also where ambition goes to die. Everything you want, growth, confidence, strength, success, fulfillment, exists outside the version of life that feels convenient. If your goals don't scare you a little, they may not be big enough. Take the risk. Apply for the opportunity. Start the business. Post the content. Learn the skill. Have the difficult conversation. Walk into rooms where you feel unqualified. Growth requires discomfort. That discomfort is not a sign you're failing. It's a sign you're expanding. And while you're chasing growth, stop comparing your journey to everyone else's. Comparison destroys progress. Someone will always be ahead of you. Someone will always seem more talented, more successful, more attractive, more accomplished. So what? Their path is not yours. The only person you need to be better than is the version of you who gave up too easily yesterday. Compete with that person.
Beat your old habits. Beat your old mindset. Beat your old excuses. Become unrecognizable from who you used to be. And never forget, time is moving whether you act or not. The clock does not pause while you hesitate. The years do not slow down while you procrastinate. Life keeps moving. One day you will wake up and realize years have passed. The question is, will you be grateful for what you built or haunted by what you avoided? Because regret is far heavier than discipline. Discipline hurts in the moment. Regret hurts for a lifetime. So stop acting like you have endless time. You don't. None of us do. This day matters. This hour matters. This decision matters. There is no perfect time to start, no magical moment when fear disappears, no future version of yourself coming to save you. The person who changes your life is you. The person who ruins your life is also you. That truth is hard, but it's powerful. Because if you are responsible for where your life goes, then you are never powerless. No matter your background, no matter your mistakes, no matter how many times you failed, no matter who doubted you, you still have the power to choose differently, to rise, to rebuild, to become. So make the choice now. Raise your standards. Demand more from yourself. Stop tolerating habits that keep you weak. Stop negotiating with laziness. Stop betraying your future for temporary comfort. Build discipline. Protect your focus. Honor your word. Work when you don't feel like doing it. Keep going when it gets difficult. Because the life you want is not reserved for special people. It belongs to those willing to earn it. And if you decide, truly decide, that average is no longer acceptable for your life, then nothing can stop you.